Good morning, children. Welcome again to the English class. Children, today we are going to finish the chapter. In the previous video, we read that finally the narrator's team had won the match. Now, as we have read that they were afraid to win because it was in their mind that the opponent team will disturb them, will terrorize them. Now, see actually what happened, whether the opponent team terrorized them or something else happened. So, read with me this paragraph. The losing captain assembled his men to beat us, and before they could reach the sideline to get their bags, we were rushing eastwards through the fields. Now, children, see the scene. As they won the match, they celebrated their victory for a very few seconds. Then, what happened? The captain of the losing team, he gathered his men to beat the narrator's team. And before they could reach the sideline to get their bats to beat them, the narrator's team started rushing towards east through the ground. Their captain was chasing our captain. Chase is to follow. The captain of the opponent team started following their captain. And instead of taking the shortest distance between the 2 points, our captain decided to run around the perimeter of the field. So, what the captain of the narrator team thought, that instead of taking short distance, he decided to run for a long distance so that he should not be caught. He was running as if he was running in a long distance race. Then, in the next para, in the east, the narrator's teammates started running towards the east. So, what happened here? When the chase for our captain appeared to be unsuccessful, the opposing team's captain would often turn his attention to one of us. Now, this used to happen if the losing team's captain seems to be unsuccessful in chasing, in following, or in getting the captain of the winning team. What they used to do, he would turn his attention to one of us, that is, any of the teammate of the narrator. For this reason, and as they knew this, the moment we scored the winning run, the moment the narrator's team scored the winning run, they would start running. They used to do this. Every one of us, every one of them. And today, I was the first to run. Who is this I? This is narrator. Because that dubious winning run, that doubtful run which I scored, which I myself didn't know. So, I was the first to run. Then, to the second last paragraph. From the safety of the bridge leading into her home, a bridge path leads to the narrator's home. Everybody took that way. We watched with relief as our captain came home in one piece, and the figures of our opponents melted away into the tall grass under the orange glow of the dying sun. Now, what happened here? As all the teammates reached to the narrator's house, what they see, we watched with relief, with a sigh of relief. They were relaxed to saw their captain coming back home in one piece. It means the captain of their team was not hurt at all. And the figures of our opponents, figures here represents the members of the opponent team. They melted away. They slowly disappeared because they were not able to chase the captain. Into the tall grass, they were lost somewhere in the grasses. under the orange glow of the dying sun. Dying sun means it was a time of sunset and the sun was glowing and the sun seemed orange at the time of sunset. We had won the match and had outrun our opponents. Finally, the narrator's team had won the match and they had outrun means they got away from the clutch of their opponents. They were not caught by any of them. So, in the concluding paragraph, what happened? We washed up and were ready to eat our dal and roti and relive the adventures of the day. Now they were totally relaxed. They washed up themselves, they were ready to eat their dal and roti, and it was an adventurous match for them. So, with their dal and roti, they were reliving, they were enjoying the adventures of the day. It means they were talking over the match. And come next week. Now they were waiting for the next week to come. We would be ready to play cricket again. Now they were hoping that the coming next week they would be ready to play cricket again. And if we were lucky enough to win again, this time they had won. And now they were thinking if they were lucky enough to win again, they would be ready to run again. If they win by chance, they had to run again to protect themselves from the opponent's team. So children, this was a very interesting story. The story tells us that we should not lose hope, we should not lose courage, we should face the circumstances with full enthusiasm, full energy. So children, here our chapter finishes. We'll meet you soon in the next video with question answers. Till then, take care children. Bye.